of the overall cycle and liquidity and all of it is this business cycle. Liquidity leads it, but Bitcoin is actually highly correlated. Basically, when you cross 50, those are the white lines, which is what we're about to do. Cross 50 on the upside, that's when the real banana zone starts. And then when ISM peaks, that's normally when Bitcoin peaks as well. So we are only at the bottom of the ISM cycle. We're nowhere near the top. So what it tells me is the probability is this cycle is going to go longer or later than certainly the last cycle. Because last cycle, remember?
Raoul Pal, a renowned macro investor and crypto enthusiast, has a track record of accurate predictions in the cryptocurrency market. He correctly forecasted the 2020 Bitcoin bull run and the subsequent altcoin surge. Now, Pal believes we're witnessing a repetition of previous market cycles, suggesting we're in a simulation of past patterns. According to Pal, the crypto market, particularly Bitcoin, is not approaching its peak, but rather sitting at the bottom of a correction phase. This perspective aligns with his cyclical market theory, which has proven reliable in the past. Pal's analysis indicates that we're on the cusp of a significant upward movement, reminiscent of previous bull runs. Regarding the altcoin market, Pal anticipates an imminent alt season. So, let's listen to what more he has to say on this market, and how Donald Trump as the president of USA is going to have effects on the global financial markets.
Bitcoin of alt season. So ISM crosses 50, people have more money, alt season starts increasing as people start reinvesting their money. So alt season is that. Small caps in regular equities, same kind of thing. Okay, where else are we? Trying to find the next chart. Macro seasons doesn't really matter, but that's all fine. Macro summer is where we are in the seasons. Just buy the fucking dip. Part of the don't fuck this up philosophy is buy the fucking dip. We are nowhere near the top. You've got nothing to fear except fear itself, or I don't know what you fear. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's just normal stuff, right? Market goes up, market goes down. You will get big drawdowns very quickly. You might shit your pants unless you've been around for a couple of cycles. That's fine. You can buy new underwear and it'll all be okay. Because the market over time will go up until the business cycle peaks, the liquidity cycle peaks, the financial conditions peak. We're just on the way up. So there's nothing to worry about. Okay, next chart. NASDAQ, this recent correction has also meant dips are for buying. So NASDAQ, number of stocks, a percentage of stocks trading above their 50-day moving average collapsed to the buy zone. Incredible. Great opportunity. Buy the NASDAQ. GMI cycle, Bitcoin cycle top finder. Nowhere near. Nowhere near. Nowhere near. So just buy dips. Previous cycles, I don't think you probably can see all of these colors. We're the purple one. We think we're following the lighter purple one. And that seems to be playing out pretty well. So all good on that. You can see the little mini corrections after the first phase of the banana zone. Had our mini correction. Next phase, look at these puppies. That's what we're coming to. The next phase of the banana zone, the banana singularity, also known as alt season. Well, remember the M2 collapse that we're seeing now, and oh my god, my Bitcoin is going down to 70,000. Do I sell? Do I buy? What do I do? Help me. What does it mean for my shit coins? Okay. It all happened back then too. Global M2 sold off. That was because the dollar went up. So we had exactly the same repeating pattern, which kind of says that global M2 should probably base around here. Again, don't expect perfection, but expect some repeat. Oh, the NASDAQ did something similar too. It would suggest the NASDAQ should be going up pretty sharply now. And lo and behold, today, the NASDAQ has a really strong day. Feels about right. Old Trumpy boy's about to come in. But it's about the dollar. The dollar's been strong. That's what's been driving global M2. And guess what? It was identical back then too. Now, this chart's been copied by every fucker on X because they're too lazy to do their own research. Started with us. as all these charts did. The M2 charts, all of them, was myself and Julian Patel, a global macro investor, and then Real Vision Pro macro, and then we spread it further with the world, and they all get copied. But I guess it's flattering. What it's suggesting is Scott Bessent speaks, I think tomorrow. He should start signaling, along with Steve Mirren, that the dollar is too strong and it needs to weaken. The dollar is being used as a weapon against China, Europe, Canada, and anybody else who has trade deals to do. They've all got weak currencies. It's a problem. The US also wants a weak dollar, but they know a strong dollar forces people to the table. But we also know they've already been negotiating. So what we're likely to see is talking the dollar lower from Scott Bessent. It is very important they do so because the US needs to increase its exports. Everybody needs the economic cycle to increase. The Chinese, well, we need them to stimulate, because without the Chinese, we don't have a global economy. We have a lopsided economy. And for them to buy US goods, their economy needs to be growing. But they need to stimulate. But if they stimulate with the dollar too strong, their currency peg breaks, and they don't want to do that because then you get capital flight. So it's a very fine balancing act of geopolitics and economics and interconnectedness and this kind of global dollar system, that they need the US to weaken the dollar. If the US weakens the dollar and injects liquidity into the eurodollar market, which is the offshore dollar market, the Chinese can access it and they can roll their dollar debts. They can start doing quantitative easing. They can start stimulating massively. The global economy can start recovering. They can start buying US goods. Everybody is a winner. So the dollar will come lower. I've known Scott for a long time, and he understands the big picture. So I'm just going to have I try that's killer. So the dollar weakening is the next big thing. Oh, crypto. Here's Bitcoin, following the same pattern roughly. 2017 has been my base case for a while. Do not expect it to be identical, but, you know, and do not expect it to be going to wherever the scale says. I'm not looking for $1 million Bitcoin. Sure, there's a probability, but it's like 5%. But directionally, we should get this right, and it should continue to rally into the end of the year, into 2025, and maybe into early 26. We'll have to wait and see. But this is what the pattern tells us. It's repeating the same pattern. Bitcoin should be up only from here. And this is the typical post-correction halving. So what we have is the start of the banana zone, which we talked about from about September, and that was when Bitcoin hit 50,000. The banana zone t-shirt, buy the merch. There's a load of shit. There's amazing Real Vision merch, and the banana zone is the coolest ones of all. And don't fuck this up, because that's the other one. That's the important lesson you guys need to learn. So the first banana zone phase one, that was this period here, as we come up from the sell-off from the halving. Then we have the correction from the banana zone phase one. Happens every time. Then what do we get? The banana singularity. That's the next bit, when everything just goes up. And it makes us all look like geniuses. Every stupid shitcoin we've ever bought goes up. Everything goes up. And we think we're gods, which we're obviously not. We're probably just morons trying to do our best.
So, as you heard, that Raoul Pal has shared his insights on the upcoming economic landscape and its potential impact on the cryptocurrency market. Pal anticipates a slowdown in the US economy over the next 2-3 months, which he believes will create a favorable environment for the crypto economy to flourish. Pal's most intriguing prediction, however, is that we are on the cusp of entering what he calls the banana zone in the crypto market. This phase, he suggests, is characterized by a period of explosive growth where even inexperienced investors may see significant gains, leading many to believe they have exceptional investment skills. This phenomenon often occurs during the later stages of a bull market, when euphoria takes hold and asset prices surge rapidly. And there you have it, folks. If you found this video informative, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more crypto insights. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Are you ready for the potential crypto boom? Until next time, stay informed and invest wisely.